to the father of the bride.
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Harris, today is special day, the day when to lion hearts become one. When a new chapter of your shared story begins. For me, as a father, this is both one emotional and joyful moments. Edward, today is officially trust you with the most precious thing I have, my daughter. But now, listen, you are not just gaining a wonderful woman, but an entire world of love, warmth and wisdom that she carries within her. Cherish her as you hold the most valuable treasure in your life. Because to me she is exactly that. Elena, my girl, you have always been the light of my life. And today I see your eyes shining even brighter. I am happy that you have found someone who loves and appreciates you as deeply as I do. Congratulations to you on this day of your love. Celebrate, rejoice, and savor every moment of this wonderful day. I love you.
So I'd like to thank Igor for making me emotional before my speech even started. But no, they were very kind words, especially what I showed you. So firstly, most importantly, on behalf of my wife and I, a huge thank you to every single one of you in this room for sharing our special day with us. I know some people here have travelled a very long way to be here. Whether you have travelled far or not, to have everyone in the same room celebrating our marriage, Elena and I could not be more grateful you're all here with us today. Whilst on the subject of thank yous, there are a few people I'd like to special thank you to. Firstly, Elena's bridesmaids. Angie, equally as five obsessed as Elena is, I have no doubt you will both... I have no doubt you will both keep on moving on the dance floor later. Also, flying over from America to be here today is some commitment. Thank you very much. Anastasia, if it wasn't for you letting Elena stay with you in Aldershot all those years ago, Elena and I would most likely never have met and certainly wouldn't be here today. You have played a huge part in our relationship. Thank you. And last but not least, the maid of honour, Masha. I can only imagine what you two got up to together in Miami, but I'm sure you made lots of great memories together. I'd also like to thank you for taking Elena to see Magic Mike earlier this week, showing Elena what a real man looks like. I'm sure after 2 hours of watching those massive, muscly men dance around with their six-packs on show, I bet she was buzzing to come home to me. That's my spot. Also, flying here from Russia only a few days ago is also a huge commitment. Thank you for being here. Thank you all of you for being such an important part of today. You all are beautiful, and Elena is lucky to have friends like you. Please join me in raising a glass to the bridesmaids.
To the bridesmaids.
These crazy Russian traditions are killing me.
Have you just started?
Just get started. I could thank each and every one of you for your part you have played in my life and the part you have played today. But it's such a short amount of time available, I only mention a few more for now. Mum, I quite simply cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for me. You have always been there when needed. As a family, we have been through some very difficult times, and you have been the glue keeping it all together. Without your love and support over the last 35 years, I would not be the man I am today. And she's finally crying, come on. Next up is Matt, my best man. I've known this guy over 20 years, and he hasn't changed a bit. I don't think there is anything we don't know about each other. And in some circumstances, I wish I knew less. He's been a huge part of my life and will be ongoing. It's an honour to have you as my best man today. Now finally the boys. I've known this a lot since school, and I always say, if you can survive a lad's holiday together, you can survive anything together. I genuinely consider myself so lucky to have such a group of close friends around me. Thank you for everything, and I love you all. There are also some very important people who are not here celebrating with us today. Sometimes life is cruel and takes people from you far too soon. Sadly, Elena and I have both lost parents and both lost grandparents, who no doubt would love to be here today. If you'd be so kind to raise a glass for me, to help some friends and family. Now, onto the star of the show, my beautiful wife, Elena. Richard spoke about how we first met on our face during our ceremony, so I won't go into that in too much detail. But long story short, I was just pleased to make it out alive, and of course, pleased to find out that she was actually a real person. Marriage is a serious thing, and not something you should be taken lightly. You need to be sure when you marry someone, and there was never any doubt when I married you. You have many qualities that make me so proud to call you my wife. You are the strongest person I know, and I'm in awe of how well you've overcome everything that's been thrown at you. When you marry someone from a different country, you face a few unique challenges. There was a small matter of moving your entire life from Russia to be with me here in England. It takes a very strong and determined person to do that, and for that I'm eternally grateful. You're beautiful, you're caring, you're loving, and you're my #1 fan. You support me through everything that I do, and you always put me first. There is no one else I'd rather have by my side than you. I said earlier on I was lucky to have such a good group of friends. I'm equally as lucky to have someone like you as my wife. Thank you for being you, thank you for everything that you do, and thank you for always putting us first. Everyone, if you please join me in raising a glass to my beautiful wife, Elena.
I need another one in a minute.
That's enough, thank you. Now, I did want to say a few words to Elena's father in Russian before I finish. For anyone in the room who only speaks English, I apologise, you won't understand a word I'm saying. If it makes you feel any better, I'm not sure Igor will understand me either. But I'll give it a go. So here goes. Прежде всего, я очень рад, что вы смогли быть с нами сегодня и разделить этот день. Вести свою дочь, которую в день ее свадьбы. Это особенный момент. Особенный момент. Каждому отцу стоит пережить это. Я очень рад, что вы это сделали. Я только что говорил всем, что мы с Еленой никогда не делали все по традиции. You got the translate? Мы поженились до того, как я с вами познакомился, а потом я встретил вас, и только тогда попросил у вас разрешения жениться на вашей дочери. Хотя мы уже были женаты, и вот теперь мы снова женимся сегодня. Моя мама всегда говорит, что я все делаю сложно, и думаю, она права. Строительство всегда немного страшно, а у нас это было еще сложнее из-за языка. Иногда нам было трудно понимать друг друга, но удивительно, как много можно понять с помощью жестов и мимики. Мой любимый жест – это когда вы в первый день достали самую большую бутылку текилы из холодильника. Текилы. В тот момент я понял, все будет хорошо. Ваша семья и друзья были очень гостеприимны. Спасибо. Когда я приезжал в Россию, я очень вам это благодарен. Теперь немного о вашей прекрасной дочери. Мы оба согласны с ней непросто. Тем более она немного парасолик. Но мы тоже согласны, она самая красивая женщина в мире. И мы оба любим ее больше всего на свете. Вы и мама Елены, Наталья, воспитали сильного, страстного и заботливого человека. Вам стоит гордиться ею. They don't guys, don't worry. И в конце хочу сказать одно. Обещаю вам, я сделаю все, чтобы ваша дочь была самым счастливым человеком на свете. Надеюсь, вы поняли, хотя вы немного из того, что я сказал. Сейчас я вернусь к английскому приготовиться бокал для финиста тоста.
It's my son.
So I won't translate what I just said, but Elena's dad is still smiling, so I'll take that as a gift. To wrap this up, thank you all again for being here today. Thank you for listening to me and my Russian. My one last request is we will raise a glass to my beautiful wife for a lifetime of happiness together. So I'll now pass over to my best man now. Just as a passing note, Matt is an estate agent. He is literally paid to lie to people for a living. So if any embarrassing stories, bear that in mind when he talks to you.
Yeah, that wasn't part of it. Hello. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Matt. I'd like to start by saying a few words about my best friend Ed. He is kind, funny, charming,
Are you sure?
intelligent,
Who is it?
good looking, looks a little bit like Andy Carroll. Ed, I can't read your handwriting on this bit, can you? I'm going to stick to my own speech. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, I'm Matt. I have the privilege of being Ed's best man today. Firstly, I'd like to say what a day it's been so far celebrating Ed and Elena's wedding. I think we can all agree how amazing this venue is, and it's great to see all of Ed and Elena's nearest and dearest in one place, celebrating them as a couple. Today, I've been given one strict instruction, not to mention the wedding day from 2 years ago. But apart from that, you'll be pleased to hear everything and anything goes. I'm delighted to be given the honour of delivering a speech today, as I didn't get the pleasure of delivering one to a room of 6 people to the first wedding. That one slips out, Ed, sorry. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here today to celebrate a dating app success. Who says love can't begin with a solid Wi-Fi connection? Once these 2 swipes, there was no going back. Being in 2 separate countries and time zones couldn't keep them apart. So mine and Ed's friendship started roughly 20 years ago after a Reading game, pizza and a sleepover at my house. From that point, we never really looked back. You'd think in 20 years of friendship, 8 years of living together, this man would have some embarrassing stories. However, the majority of the stories I can think of ended up with me doing the stupid things and Ed coming out smelling of roses. So I've really had to dig deep into the archives today. I'll be honest, for many years, I think my parents thought that one day it would be me and Ed getting married with the amount of time we used to spend together, but luckily we both preferred females, so that was never on the cards. Over the years, Ed's introduced me to previous girlfriends. For some unknown reason, they never seemed to like me. Possibly because I tried to lead them astray on our 10th night out to Jack's, the famous Fleet nightclub, where I insisted we stayed out until the lights came on at 2 AM. One particular evening, I thought I'd give Ed a little treat when he returned home from Jack's. Little did I know he might have some friendly company with him that night. So me and my little bright idea, when Ed had turned his back, I decided it would be a fantastic opportunity to play a prank. So I looked to my side, I saw some drawing pins, roughly 100. I decided to sprinkle them under his duvet. I'm not sure this is quite the welcome home that he had planned. Possibly there might have been some other activities in his mind, but not plucking 100 drawing pins out of his bed was probably in his mind. The clapping might have happened after that, I have no idea. And after 8 years of living together, I still have no idea what his obsession with clapping at all hours of the night was. It's alright. Yeah, I'll let Ed explain that one later on. Sorry. We all know Ed loves a beer or two. But after a beer or two, clothes become more of an option than a necessity. Most people have a favourite outfit. Ed's favourite outfit is his birthday suit. I think I've seen Ed naked more times than I've seen my own reflection. This comes in various forms. From sleeping naked on a floor in Magaluf, behind a door actually, to hiding his bits and pretending that he had a mangina at Butlins. I do have a picture should anyone wants to see it later. So Ed's other party trick also involves alcohol, funnily enough. This one I learned while on the away day watching Reading. I think in Plymouth. Ed might correct me on that one. We had our standard night out in the town, bedded down for a night in our standard travel lodge. I'm awoken the next morning by saying, Ed the next morning by saying, oh no, it's happened again. I roll over to see a naked Ed Harris on all fours, crawling around the floor. So my response, what are you doing? He replied, I think I pissed on the floor again. Apparently, this is a regular thing. So, I've also been told, I wasn't there for this one, but this has continued to happen. This developed further around a year ago. Ed sleptwalked out of his flat into the communal area and decided to have a wee in the stairwell in the middle of the night. He then returned to his front door, which had closed and locked behind him. Ed is then stuck in his boxers, I assume, maybe naked. There was no boxers. And had to continue to bang on the door to wake Elena up. For those of you who don't know, Elena loves her sleep. This was not an easy task. Elena finally woke, made her way to the door, very confused to find Ed naked outside. I'm not sure what happened after that. Ed has always been a bit of a mystery, and today he's outdone himself. We all come here to celebrate his love story with Elena, but I'm starting to wonder whether we're just here for Ed's big birthday extravaganza. Either way, it's a great excuse for cake and alcohol. On the subject, he got off very lightly on the stag do in Benidorm, compared to what he did for me on my stag. So if you find him lost and drink this later, please find your way to the bar and find him a shop. And of course, Elena, you somehow managed to find Ed, move countries, and agree to celebrate it on his birthday. Seriously, I don't know whether to be impressed or concerned, but what I do know is you're a great match who keeps Ed on his toes every day. You balance him out perfectly, sharing the love of travel, making him wear clothes, or helping him keep his hair out of his eyes. You even managed to dress him as Ken from the Barbie movie on Halloween. I'm not sure anyone else in this world could have made him do that, so big respect to you, and thank you for making my best friend so happy. Ed, I'm so lucky to call you my best friend. The good, the bad, the ugly, we've always had each other's backs. I'm so grateful for all the memories so far in life, and I look forward to making many more memories for years to come. So let's raise our glasses to the happy couple, Mr. and Mrs. Harris. So sorry, gentlemen.
There's one more speech to come, and made of much of the
I was told that
Nothing traditional there.
Yeah, the guys already told they're not following the tradition, and I wouldn't be a Russian woman if I wouldn't say my word. So, I met Elena in Miami, where the sun is hot, music is loud, and apparently lifelong friendships are made. And from the first day when I saw Elena, she was an unstoppable seeker of adventures. And when she says, let's go for a coffee, you would end up after 5 nightclubs dancing on the bar table, yeah? And that would be just normal, regular day for just friends staying in my country. And behind all the laughter we had, I also saw something deeper. Lena has a rare gift. She makes you feel brighter, stronger. She looks at you with such a warmth and appreciation in her eyes. And you want to take this world on more. You want to go for each adventure she goes to. And she doesn't book a holiday. She books an expedition, right? So, sorry, wait, where? They're so difficult. And then came out, and suddenly, Lena's adventures had a co-pilot, sharing her energy, someone who could share the laughter with her, and match her attitudes towards exploring the world, towards meeting new babies, and doing new things. And even survive the full road trip with a playlist of 5, because Elena is a living proof that 90s boys bands is not just a phase, it's a lifestyle. Now as a wedding gift, I want to give you a little list of warnings about married life with Lena. So, if she says, I have an idea, you better stretch and have some food, because you're going to be on your feet for hours. And if she says, I promise, I'll pack light, you better get a spare suitcase with you. And I know you're doing this good for Japan. And marrying Lena, you not just marry a woman, you marry a whole Russia, with all its bears and mosquitoes and banya and shashlik. So we come from different culture. We come from different part of the world, where it's like now the world is not easy. But let's make love, not war. And together, Lena and Ned are proof that the best love stories are the best friendships also. We're full of adventures, laughter, and the occasional wrong turn on the Google Maps. So here's my wish to you both. May you laugh together, like together be the joyfulest Lena's dancing to everybody. Lena, no. As strong as you love for each other, and as lucky as finding each other in this big, beautiful, crazy world. Cheers to you guys.
Раз, два, три, четыре, пять, шесть, 7, 8, 9, 10. На здоровье!
Russian light.